Let's talk about love, health and wellness, transformation, yeah, we got it. Discuss your breakthroughs, national issues. This show will take you there, yeah. Taking it step by step, living
Hey,
your
happy
best
Sunday,
life,
everybody. How are you all
getting
doing?
stronger and living longer. Let's figure out the questions for ya. I need a little conversation. You need a little conversation.
Hi, everyone. Good afternoon to all of you. Happy Sunday. Listen, by now, y'all got to be sipping something.
Talk about it on the conversation. When you need a little motivation, life is better on the conversation.
We are getting motivated, inspired. We are getting just prepared and absolutely training our eyes on 2021.
Here with Shenique on the conversation, yeah. Here with Shenique on the conversation, yeah. Here with Shenique on the conversation, yeah.
No, I have to be sipping on something now. And let me tell you what I'm sipping on. This lovely, cold, wonderful iced water. Yes. Welcome to Sunday Sip and Chat. My team and I decided to just come out here and really, give you a nice location. It's almost summer, and just really kind of like pull you in, especially for those of you who like to watch from other places around the world. Welcome to Sunday Sip and Chat. Today I'm Shenique Miller, and I am here to talk about something that is not synonymous to the Bahamas. Yes, the Bahamas has its fair share of this issue, and that is diabetes and complications from diabetes and all of the stuff with that. Foot care, a lot of people, you talk about diabetic foot, it's pretty common here, a lot of amputations, etc. Well, I'm here with a doctor, Dr. DanielM.D.Johnson, who is, many of you know him already because from the time we've been talking about him being on the show today, many people have been saying, oh, he did this surgery, he did that. So you guys know him already. Well, he has been always working, always pushing, always exploring, and he has come up with something even I guess, more cutting edge, more just proven more effective to help save your diabetic foot. Not just save it, treat it, make it healthy, and make people able to function and live a better quality of life again. And so I'm so happy. I am sorry I didn't even get you a cup.
Okay. Cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
Don't worry about it.
Cheers. But
I'll get mine soon.
Yeah. How are you doing?
Very well, very well. So nice to be here with you in this beautiful place.
So gorgeous.
The best place in the world. I mean, this is heaven on earth. And I enjoy Sunday afternoons, and I enjoy your explanation to people about life and living, and getting the best out of what is theirs.
Yes, yeah.
So I'm really happy to be here with you today.
Yeah, which is access to good health care, which is access to sometimes saving something that they may have gotten themselves into because of lifestyle or because of whatever the issue is. But the point is, it's so good to know that now there's hope. There's hope, especially for a country like ours and many around the world where too many people suffer from diabetes and as a result, complications from that.
Correct.
And so, again, Dr. DanielM.D.Johnson is here on Sunday Sip and Chat. And he is here to talk about, he's been doing incredible things, you guys, super things, so much so that he is really demanded. His attention, his expertise is required and called upon worldwide. Truly it is, as well as regionally and around this country. And so I'm happy to have you here this afternoon to talk about, number one, foot care, diabetic foot, what it is, etc., but also something super that you've come up with again that now has the attention of all your colleagues everywhere, kind of talking and calling on you to help them out there.
Yeah. And so today we're really happy to be here. I have to thank God Almighty who is looking down on us. I have to thank my dear wife who is here with me, my whole team who has done most of this work with us, Shenique for allowing us to be with her on her platform, John Darville, who is a young phenom in the Bahamas making his mark, and really thankful and grateful for the opportunity to share. And I want to start with, I made a promise, I guess 30 years ago to my mother, who was my first patient, John. My first patient was my mother. I was not supposed to be in podiatric surgery. I was not supposed to be living in the Bahamas now. I had a big gig in psychological medicine at the University of Geneva. I was on my way to doing some things in Europe and North Africa. And my mom got ill. And Dr. John Lund, God rest his soul, called me in London. I was at Guy's Hospital and said, Danny, I think we got to take Sil's foot off. I said, why? What happened? He said, well, she got an ulcer on her big toe. I said, oh, okay. Well, why would you take the whole foot off for an ulcer on the big toe? He says, well, I'm not sure, but that's what the surgeons told me. We're not sure if she got good nerves. We're not sure if there's enough blood. And we're not sure there's a deformity there. And we can't fix it. She's going to lose this foot. And I said, Rich, you can't tell me why. They got this big thing. Everything starts with why. And if you can't tell me why, then let's not get into how and what. And I left London. I left a massive scholarship.
Wow.
Right? Came back home for 1 year. I treated my mom. And she did well. I learned everything I could about it. I treated a bunch of friends. Everyone who would come from the church, all these people free. And we were jamming. And I went back to London, poor and penniless, and without a post in that great school. And the guy there who was Queen Elizabeth, Shenique, this is how God works. This is Queen Elizabeth's doctor. Yeah, Sir Anthony Paul. This Queen Elizabeth, they call him an anatomist. He's not a doctor. When you serve her, you are a specialist in high regard.
Yes.
And he said, Danny, call me Dano, I have a seat for you. I said, a seat? Well, I need no seat. I need a squat back in the school. I said, all right, go and see Ann Wilson at the London Foot Hospital. She has a seat for you. I got to get a job so I could survive for a couple months and get back to school.
Right.
And I went there, and she said, oh, I have a seat. I have a seat for you. So I'm like, I sit down. She said, no. All your stuff is downstairs. We have a scholarship for you for 5 years. Because we heard about what you did for your mom
Wow.
and her friends in the Bahamas.
And that is where it started.
That's
So
what I started.
look at how your attention was elsewhere, but not knowing back then. You treated your mom, you got her well. You treated her friends, you got them well. But not knowing back then how critical this specialty care would have been and necessary within this country and around the world.
And so in those days, we had no idea what diabetic foot was doing. We just, you come in, your foot ain't working, we cut that off, man. You got one more. We just kept going and going. Diabetes was creeping up on us. We were not cognizant of chronic diseases and their effects on people. It's like the late 1980s going into the 1990s. And we were just going along. I come back as this fellow who says it was podiatric medicine or surgery. Most of the fellows at the hospital laugh at me. Granville Bain and Slimy Thompson gave me a chance, gave me a list, my own surgical list. After Granville moved on and Slimy gave me Granville's list. And we began. And that taught me something. What you do when you're going to do something, begin.
Just start.
Just start. That's half of the work. Begin.
Just start.
And now, 25 years after we began, I go to a big global conference, do this presentation, and my old prof says to me, Danny, you cracked the code, man. You cracked the code on the 3 problems of the diabetic foot. And you put them in one place at one time. And you should publish, but you should do this at home first, because I remember my mom was at my graduation. And he said, this is a really phenomenal man. Stuart Baird, Professor Stuart Baird. He said, I remember your mom at your graduation. Don't take this out there yet. You can make millions of dollars.
Wow.
Take it home, do it there, fulfill your promise, and you're on the way. And so I'm here to say with you today that we in the Bahamas are going to announce a breakthrough this summer by a Bahamian team about the diabetic foot, bringing everything into one place at one time. That is a game changer that we will take from here out to the world.
But Dr. Johnson, this is super. And by the way, hi to everybody who is watching. Welcome to Sunday Sip and Chat. Christy Miller in Humboldt, Texas. Good afternoon to you. Hello, Ghana Davis Hepburn. Good afternoon to you. Cortina Major. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Cortina, watching from St. Augustine, Florida. Hello, Miss Catherine. Hello, Wells. Hello, Melissa Miller. Thank you very much for telling people to share. Yes, absolutely share, guys, because this is urgent. This is important. You know someone who has had an amputation. We see it all the time. Right here. I know Humboldt, Texas has seen it. I know St. Augustine's. I know everybody's seen it. But it's an epidemic, this issue of diabetes worldwide, here in the Bahamas as well. And you all want to hear this because you no longer have to lose that foot or those toes or whatever it is. You no longer have to lose it. And this is incredible what Dr. Johnson is sharing with us this afternoon. And so please do share the live stream. I want to say hello to Lester Cox. Good afternoon to you, Lester.
Hey,
hi,
Lester.
Hi, Patricia. Thank you very much for enjoying. Hello, Catherine Gibson. Hello, Vanessa Colby. Hello to Christal. Good afternoon to Jola. Everybody. Agnes Ferguson. Hi. Good afternoon to you, Charlie and Elsa. Good afternoon, everybody. Do share the live stream. We are talking today about something that's incredible. You heard Dr. Johnson give a sneak peek about what's about to happen later this summer, and that is because he has cracked the code. Too many people have lost toes. You'd be surprised. People walking right around you. You see them walking a little funny, it's because a lot of their toes have been amputated. Many have had to go further than that and have various parts of their legs amputated because of diabetic foot. And today, Dr. Daniel Johnson, who I've known for a number of years, who is highly regarded here in the Bahamas and elsewhere for treating issues of the foot, has a wonderful, wonderful opportunity to help people get well and not have to experience that again.
Absolutely.
And families and loss of quality of life and all of that.
Uh-huh. So this is the trick for us, and it's simple. Everyone in the Bahamas, everywhere you go, you ask them, does anyone in your family have high blood pressure or diabetes or is overweight? Those three things: high blood pressure, diabetes, or maybe overweight. And I guarantee you, in that crowd, everyone would have to raise their hand. You ask that same group of people, has anyone ever had a heart attack or stroke? In that family, they'd raise their hand. Has anyone ever had an amputation of a toe, anything else? They'd raise their hand. That's when you're in an epidemic. Now, the question for us is, what do you do? It's not to diagnose people, it's to treat people. And what the world is asking people for now, I mean, too many conversations with, they start out, the problem is, brother, everyone got problems.
Yeah, we hate to hear that. We hate to hear when you start.
The problem is, everyone know the problem. The solution should be,
yes,
right? And so this is what my group is chasing. And I put it in this way: per capita, the Caribbean, it's a terrible statistic to have. We lead the world in chronic disease, amputation. The world per capita.
But look, and see, that's the thing that gets my attention, and I am excited for today's conversation because I know what's happened here in the Bahamas.
Yeah.
What's happening in the Bahamas? Too many people are ill, particularly with that same metabolic syndrome that you just mentioned right there.
Metabolic syndrome.
Yes, and that is the diabetes, which is leading, and the other things, and it's causing lives. It is causing families severely. I'm not even just talking financially. I'm talking about
just suffering.
Just suffering.
It's misery. It's a misery. That's the misery index of illness in the modern era, is this metabolic syndrome. But the good news, once again, this Sunday, we're just coming out of Pentecost, when the Holy Ghost would have descended on us as people, man. We got to get real now, and we have that power in us.
Yes, we do.
The good news is it is preventable and reversible and fixable. So our group has changed our whole focus. So we say now, what do? We do one thing. We fix feet. You got a problem? We got to find out a way to fix it. And that's what people are interested in. And we have found 3 things that will change your life forever, for the better.
So are you going to tell us about these 3 things today?
It is incredible. No, but I'm just letting people know.
Yes.
And when I was younger, I want to frame it for us too. So, because I'm not the only one that could do this. I'm not the only one that knows these things in this arena. You got to be bold enough to get out there and receive it. And my parents always told us, we in the Bahamas have something to offer the world. We in the Bahamas have something to offer the world. And that's not just one thing. It's several things that we have. And it is for the next generation, because John asked me what's next on this agenda. And that's what our people are looking for. The world is listening for, and we have it right here. Really, we have it right here. Spiritually, physically, socially, mentally, financially, it's right here.
And a lot of it
right
is
now.
Yeah, and a lot of it is free. And sometimes when you tap into the first thing, it opens the door for the other things, like this ocean behind us, like this water behind us. It's free, and it's so healing, and it's therapeutic, and I'm sure it's a part of everything that you bring together, because you are one of those doctors who believe in marrying everything together so that the whole man is addressed, and everybody, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. I want to say hi again to everybody who's streaming. If you have questions you want to ask Dr. Johnson, certainly put it in there. Hello to Faisal Smith. Hello, Keishan Fowler. She says that you operated her foot before. Yeah. Christy Miller says, I'm correct. Both diabetes and hypertension are in her family. For as far as she knows, no diabetic foot, but somebody had a diabetic coma before, she's saying. And talk about the process then. You heard what she described. She said somebody has diabetes. What is the, I guess, track to getting to diabetic foot that person needs to now begin paying attention to?
So this is the trick with metabolic syndrome and diabetes. I want people to know. You're probably becoming diabetic 10 years before your diagnosis. So the complications that we get to see, this one called neuropathy in particular, very tricky, is nerve damage, changes to the nerves. That for 100 years, we in the medical fraternity told people, there ain't no treatment for neuropathy, man. You just got to do this and do that. You got to live with it. And then we let, the Americans and some other people who don't know us and understand our real lifestyle or anything, send us some little tablets that driving you crazy, right? This thing is treatable if you understand the process. All you're doing is interfering with the process of deterioration.
That's right.
So health and wellness is a funny thing. You go through the slow incline of life, you reach your mountaintop, you get to, 50, 60 years old, and you peak. And then you're supposed to slowly and gracefully move on. And that should take you to 70, 80, 90, maybe 100 years old. The illness is you get to that mountaintop, you look over the other side, and bam, shoot right off it.
And it doesn't have to be that way.
And you're gone. It's terrible, it's debilitating, financially ruinous. Your family suffers. It's unimaginable pain and suffering. So what we're saying, if you can interfere with that process at the right time, that's not going to happen. So picture a bus coming downhill and the brakes fail. That's what diabetic neuropathy feels like to people. Your legs, your feet, everything, you can't feel anything, and you know you're going downhill, and no one knows how to stop it.
But describe what it is, Dr. Johnson, because, I have only heard about diabetic foot. I can't even tell you. I know we are showing some befores and afters during, and Cara is putting that up there. Yeah. If you all have something you want to share, certainly put it in, and absolutely put your questions into Dr. Johnson. But explain what that is and feels like as your patients have explained to you and shared with you over the years.
So the first part is the psychological assault, and you have this problem that people say cannot be fixed. It's a terrible thing to hear or feel. People who experience a diabetic foot and go to the end result, which is amputation, their 5-year survival rate is worse than cancer.
Come a little closer to Dr. Johnson.
I'll come to you. Can you hear me? I hope you can hear me now. So the 5-year survival rate of someone with a diabetic amputation, below knee amputation, above knee amputation, big toe, whatever they do, 5 years later, more than 50% of these people are dead. I'm talking dying. Dead. Survival rate is less than 50%. Okay? We had the motorbikes in the back because we're opposite. We're out on the beach, close to somewhere very exotic. Don't worry about the noise. Dead. This is how severe this is. That is as bad or worse than most cancers. It just hasn't gotten any play because we didn't have any good news about it. No one wants to touch it. and for our own people. You can't just leave them there and do nothing about it. You have to do something. Why? Because if you separate what causes it, there are three simple things that cause it, and each one can be controlled on its own. The first thing that's most dangerous is loss of sensation. So the human body has this thing called protective sensation. It protects itself. You walking around at night, you buck your toe, it ain't gonna let you fall over and fall down the steps.
No.
Your body corrects itself quickly. That's protective sensation. Diabetics lose that. So they could walk right through something, break the toe, split it open right down to
Have
bone.
a big cut, whatever
big
it is.
cut, and they still go to the bathroom, come back, and their wife said, "Oh, you got blood walking out the bathroom. What happened to you?" And they say, "I don't know. Who's that?" It's you. I've operated on guys come in from the family island with a cut nail, 4-inch cut nail, and when they walk barefoot in the office, they tick, ding, ding, every time they walk, ding. I said, "What's that?" "He got my foot is making this funny noise." "What that is?" We do the X-ray, cut nail in his foot. We pull it out, no anesthesia. Pull it out. He say, "That was in my foot." I said, "Yeah." I said, "How long had it?" I said, "Why was that was built in like a month ago?" That's diabetic neuropathy.
But Dr. Johnson, how dangerous is that when people, does it affect walking at all when they cannot even feel that they've gotten a cut or that they...
So the next thing I want to show people, the foundation, and they don't teach us in medical school anymore, they certainly ain't teaching us. The foundation of the human body rests on this thing called the foot. That's where it rests. And God keep reminding us, where you build your house, you build it on stone or you build it on sand. The foundation of the human body rests on this thing. It is that important. Okay? All your physiology, the way your body works, is dependent on you being erect, upright, and straight. Everything works. Your brain works, your heart works, your lungs work, your stomach works, digestion, circulation, everything works if you're sitting up. You have to lie down for 2 weeks with one leg. And your physiology, poof, it's gone.
So you all hear that? It affects, this is so important, and it's so important to address and correct now, because it affects, and we realize that even in certain nerves and parts of the feet, the balls of the feet, for example, if you speak of the ocean, you walk barefoot on the beach, and health comes through your body from the ocean. So it is so important to understand
the point of contact with nature.
And so imagine if that point of contact is somehow disturbed, disrupted, or something
lost.
Interferes with that.
It's lost.
Then obviously there's something going on with your whole, as you're saying, your whole being.
Everything.
Here is Christy. Christy Miller? Why do you think? Oh, I'm sorry. What do you think of using the natural approach to reverse diabetes?
We do both. So we do naturopathic medicine and allopathic medicine, and we tailor things to you because you have to want to do it. So our system is one that meets people where they're at. So the announcement you'll hear this summer, and I'll give you the full teaser on it. We got a new product coming out. It's called Foot Care RX. That's Foot Care RX. It is the Walmart of medicine. That's what I'm bringing to the world.
Awesome.
I'm not just bringing this to Bahamas. I'm serious about this. It's breaking loose now.
No, because
I'm not playing these people.
I want people to understand. And by the way, hello to you, Joylyn, and Turks and Caicos. Big afternoon to you. Florina, exactly.
And we got to get down to Turks, too.
Our health is our wealth, absolutely. And so let me tell you, I want to hear more about this because, and speaking of Turks and Caicos and everywhere, we're going to talk about the fact that, listen, this care already is available to multiple people, multiple places, because he has multiple clinics. He's not keeping it right here, even though it's important for the Bahamas, because the Bahamas, the statistics aren't good in terms of diabetes and all of these other non-communicable. But the point about it is, we're going to talk about what you're doing to really let this health care, foot care, reach the world as best as possible. But continue talking about this Foot RX.
So this summer, John, Imar, Shenique, we're going to launch something called Foot Care RX by Dr. J. We're going to launch, it will be crazy, post-COVID, and we're going to launch in London, we're going to launch in New York, we're going to launch in the Bahamas, and then we're going wider. And you're going to hear about it, you're going to see it, you're going to feel it, you're going to be like, geez, this old dude, he ain't playing around, man. He's out of control. But I'm not. I just finished watching, and I was rushing here, the Indy 500, live in Indianapolis. Today, 250,000 people at this race. My good friend, Ileano Castro-Neves, won the race. This fella been asking me to put a speedway a motocross speedway in Nassau for about 20 years. 20 years. And the group will pay for it. You know what we said?
No.
Not now. We ain't ready. We ain't sure we can do that. That's why those running up and down the road killing themselves. You ain't got no motor park. And this is why I'm telling you, I'm making a break with the old nonsense. And them who won't come, man, let's go. Let's get what we have and take it out to the world. We got something called FootCareRx, and we're taking it to the world. It is the safest, simplest solution to prevent diabetic ulcers in the world.
Oh, so this sounds like something that will it be over the counter? Will it be just available at your health centers? Will it be like you say, a Walmart?
It can be like McDonald's.
Everywhere.
You can be on a street corner. You'll be able to walk up, walk in, get your stuff, and walk out. What Doc says in my office, he said you limp in and pimp out. Limp in and pimp out, man.
Guys, I am so happy to
People
hear
want joy
this.
back in their life.
Yeah, no, people want joy and quality of life.
Take the sorrow out of our lives.
Quality
We've
of
suffered
life.
enough.
Yeah.
If you could help people, give it to them. Get it to them where they're at. This nonsense and specialty medicine. You got to go to the hospital. You got to go to this place, that place. They hold us back on you. Go down the road for x-ray. Go over here for this. Go there for your medication. Go this way. This ain't that.
No.
In one place, one time, triage, full assessment, what you need, diagnostics in and out. We're going to fight people. We're going to bring it to you at a price that you can afford. $50.
$50 for this care?
$50 for state-of-the-art healthcare.
Cara Ellis.
Kabam.
Put
Talk
those
that.
pictures. Yeah, no. Put those befores and afters. I don't know if you're gonna do it after the break because I'm not sure what time it is. John, what is she telling you?
Yeah.
Because people need to see, and you're not like, you all know what diabetic foot is. You've seen it. You've had people who've had to unfortunately have amputations and all the rest of that. And so the thing about it is, you're saying the pictures that I saw, that you can change those sores that many people say cannot be. The only thing is it gets progressively worse until it has to be removed. You're saying all of that can be changed. The health of a person's foot or feet can be changed with this $50, whatever this is.
That's your fee, your entry fee to get in and get it on.
Super.
And why is that important? If you hold that back from them then, it's $50,000 later. You know who picks that up? The whole country. A diabetic foot in Princess Margaret Hospital, what it really costs us to treat the whole person. They're the longest stay people. They're in there for 3 months, 4 months sometimes. Average cost to you, the taxpayer, $40,000 to $50,000 for the amputation. They end up with no leg. They still come out. Then they had NIB. Then they got to go to dialysis. Then they go blind. Then they lose their job. And I'm saying to you, public health is about prevention and control of disease. Put your money where your mouth is.
You are absolutely.
Find $50.
Yes.
Get to a FootRx center.
Yes.
And prevent ending up in hospital.
Doctor, let me tell you something, Dr. Johnson. I applaud you
That's
today. I applaud you because I've been passionate about this very topic since 2017. And so that's why you see me speak about it that way. I've done numerous studies, not as much as the good doctor here next to me, of course not. But the thing is, what he's saying is hugely important, guys. Understand, quality of life is affected, a whole family is affected, a whole community is affected when one person has diabetic issues.
It's the leading cause of bankruptcy in the world. The leading cause of blindness in the world. The leading cause of kidney disease in the world. The leading cause of amputation in the world. And the Bahamas is no different, but we are yet to attach our team, our best minds, our best personnel to this problem that is eating us alive. And so I just say, man, let me do something for my people.
No, but that's
I know what to do. And I can't sleep in the night if I hold it from you all.
I'm also happy it's in multiple locations, and we'll talk because I see someone else is saying Cortina. The major says we need this in St. Augustine's Cortina. Let me tell you, perhaps, who knows? Because I'm gonna ask him about where these clinics are, and I'm sure he just have them there because you all have issues. See, and the reason we have issues is, well, he probably will talk about that in the summer when he fully launches, is what we are eating. So because all of us, especially in this part of the world, are eating just silly, we are having these issues, right?
Fried everything. I even see people eat fried ice cream.
Listen, yes, fried ice cream, fried macaroni and cheese.
I didn't know you could fry ice cream.
Listen, I tell
and
you.
he said it tastes good. And I'm like, okay.
No, I take your word for that. No, see, because understand, as tempting as things may be, some things you walk away from. Turn your back, let's get to some more comments, then we'll take a break. By the way, thank you all so much for watching. This is Sunday Sip and Chat. I am so happy to have here this afternoon Dr. Daniel Johnson, who is a foot care specialist. He now has launched a wonderful diabetic treatment. You heard it, $50, y'all. This could save your foot, your toes, the nerves in your foot that are damaged and circulate.
Infection, ingrown toenails, heel spurs, buck your toe, whatever it is, and fix it, and let's go at it early. Best results. That's
the thing. Listen, you guys, this is so amazing. Let me get to some of your comments. We will take a break and come back because I want him to do most of the talking, not me. But I love it because I've been paying attention to this since 2017. So I know what he's saying is extremely important. Let me just say, Florina Bain says, Dr. Johnson, fix my get this. This is a testimonial. Dr. Johnson fixed my broken toe, and he did a good job, even though I was scared. For no
apparent reason.
For no apparent reason. The toe is now in tip-top shape, and thanks, Dr. Johnson. God bless you. Florina Pratt says, healthy foods and exercise equipment should be duty-free. Well, you're right, they should be, but...
Okay, Shenique, but let me pause us right there. So if your foot ain't working, this ain't working. These are the tires of the human body.
True.
If this ain't working, I don't know how you can exercise.
It's true.
I don't know if we tell people you got to lose weight. I don't know how that can happen. And I don't know where you're going. So if you drive in a Ferrari or Rolls Royce and you come out in front of your house in the morning and the thing up on 4 blocks and no tires.
Yeah, child.
Where you going?
Nowhere. I see Beyonce and Jay-Z just bought a brand new, I think it's a Bentley, the latest Bentley. It must cost $80 million, right? But the point is, as you're saying, if ain't no tire on there, where it going? It on blocks. They're just sitting there. So here's Cara. We're going to go to a break right now. Here's Florina Pratt. I wish I knew about this. She lost an aunt some years ago because of diabetes.
Yeah. And the problem here, I hope we get to this in your next segment.
Oh, take us there.
The issue is, and this is where healthcare and the fellows who know what they should do it. The issue here is awareness, which I think we're doing today. Then access. People have to have. You know what to do, now you need to know where to go. And then action, meaning when you get there, you need to be set up to help you. And once people see the success of that first encounter, like the first time Christ met John the Baptist, like the first time you met your wife, the first time you went to that school, it changes you. That's what healing is about. Healing is about the first time you encounter a healer, you're supposed to feel it, you will know it, and you would walk away with the awareness, the access, you know where to find him or her, and you now know what to do. And guess what you start doing? You start doing it, and what happens? You begin to heal.
And no better feeling. My God, there's no better feeling in the world.
So the Bahamas has this thing. Ponce de Leon came 100 years ago to find what was going on here, and he was right. He said, that's the fountain of youth. There's something special about this country, about the healing qualities of the land.
Yes.
And we have the land, we have the legacy, we have the labor, and we have the knowledge.
Yes, absolutely.
And now, let's go ahead and do it.
Let's go ahead and just do it. Christopher Dean, I think it is, says, good evening, Dr. Johnson. This is Christopher Dean. I didn't get the treatment to the hospital that you sent me to receive. I didn't get it. What can I do now? Are you aware of this?
Yes.
Okay, I'll let you answer that. And
so Chris, you can come back to me next week, Thursday, at our regular place, and I can do it for you myself. No problem.
Okay, well, Christopher, there you go. Christopher, share the video just because that. Tag several people in the live stream. Write it, answer, just like that. Christopher, you heard him. Come, when is it? Next week?
Next week, Thursday.
Next Thursday, Christopher. You go to his office. You know where the office is, the location. And you go there and you get yourself sorted out so that you could save your foot or your feet. Okay? And get health back to your feet. Listen, we're going to take a break. Don't go anywhere. Share the live stream. Tag several people in here. You know someone with diabetes. You know someone who is afraid of perhaps having to go to the doctor to face amputation, or that conversation has happened before with the doctor. You know someone who already has diabetic foot. Get them in here. Share this information with them. Guys, summer is here. He said summer, well, he's about to launch $50. Well, guess what? Summer is here. What? Tomorrow is summer? Tomorrow is June, I think?
Tuesday is the first of
So Tuesday is the first. So that means sometime between June, July, he's going to make this announcement and make this treatment available. Tag several people in here. You guys are outside the Bahamas. Stay tuned and listen in as well, because I'm sure it's going to be an announcement for you all as well. But tag several people. Share the live stream. We're going to take a break and come back with more Sunday Sip and Chat from this beautiful, beautiful scenery. Listen, I know you're all jealous, wherever else you all are. But listen, this is gorgeous here. We are very, very happy just to bring this to you. Please stay exactly where you are. Sunday Sip and Chat comes back right after this.
People grab your praise.
Beyonce may have said that she woke up like this, but remember, Beyonce has a whole team of experts to help give her that flawless look. It's your turn to shine in the skin you're in with your team, Flirty Girl. We help you contour your body, enhance your curves, and embrace your skin with our fat-burning laser lipo and breast and butt enhancements. Relax with a facial, a massage or detox, and try our fitness and nutrition coaching, or even our specialty services, Brazilian wax, and intimate skincare and intimate brightening treatments. Let your inner smile glow on every inch of yourself. Maybe even surprise him with a male or couples experience. This is your invitation to unveil your beauty. Request a consultation today by calling 677-1689 or WhatsApp 467-9630. Flirty Girl, where you are beautiful.
To shed some extra inches of unwanted belly fat. Did you know that there are alternatives to surgery to get rid of unwanted fat? Let Therapy Natural Health Spa help you reduce fat without surgery. Therapy Natural Health Spa employs a series of methods in a customized plan to suit your fat loss goals. Target those stubborn and challenging areas on the body with our cavitation body shaper that uses heating lasers to break up and melt fat during each session. Did you know that as you drink water and exercise, that your lymphatic system and liver work together to help eliminate fat? Let Therapy Natural Health Spa help you get the results you've been waiting for. Call us for a free consultation and let Therapy Natural Health Spa work out a plan for you. Check us out on Instagram or Facebook. Our numbers are 393-1126 or 806-1132.
Maybe it's for the thrill, or the scenery, or maybe you do it for the speed, or maybe it's for the baby. It might just be for the next stop, or even for the beautiful moments. Whatever your reason for driving, we'll be there to keep you going. Atura Auto, servicing your vehicle at a price that keeps your pockets happy. Call us today.
Thank you guys very much. Welcome back to Sunday Sip and Chat. I am happy today to have this conversation. I have been a proponent of healthcare and wellness and doing all this stuff for several years now, since 2017, and I love this. I love hearing what Dr. Johnson is talking about. By the way, if you're just tuning in, welcome to Sunday Sip and Chat. My special guest this afternoon, Dr. Daniel Johnson, who is a known, highly regarded foot and specialist, podiatrist, surgeon here in the country. He's taking it further though. Instead of being like, come in, come see me, let me notice that we gotta go have surgery. What he's doing, which I love, is marrying now healthcare that will cause you to have a better quality of life again. You're not walking around with something missing any longer. He is now introducing something in a short minute that will help heal your ulcered foot, will help heal your diabetic foot, and give you a better quality of life again, perhaps restore it fully, but you are certainly leaving his office and his care a whole lot better than you walked in. And so this is really super. By the way, I have something to tell you guys. So I need you all, you all go and get yourself like a nice checkup on your foot. And by the way, here's something that's important as well. If you have a loved one who has what is that word? Neuropathy. Already.
Changes to the nerves, numbness, tingling
tingling of the feet, numbness, and can't feel, that's because they have diabetes. They must go to the doctor at least once a year. At least once a year. Okay? A doctor like Dr. Johnson.
Kick
That's
the tire,
very, very
see if it's
important.
working.
Right,
Kicking
see.
the tire.
And then just generally speaking, we all should visit a specialist like Dr. Johnson about once a year. But certainly, if you know you already have issues, you got to be in the doctor's office once, twice a year, just to make sure. It's nothing to scare anybody. But you have to stay on top of this to make sure. Okay? Then get this, you all. Welcome back once again, Karen Needham. Good afternoon. Yes, awesome information. Thank you for sharing. Thank you very much, Lock Your Heart. Thank you, Katina, Douglas. Thank you, everybody who's streaming. Melissa says the beach behind alone is food for the soul. Thank you, yes. Melissa. And so listen, listen. This is a dare, y'all. Now listen, y'all want to get a free visit? How about that? Yeah. And maybe even a free person at $50, whatever it is. Yeah. Take a picture of your foot or feet and post it. Where we posting this, Joy?
Anywhere on social media.
Anywhere on social media.
Instagram and Facebook. And
here's what you hashtag. We Fix Feet. You all see that hashtag in the live stream already? We Fix Feet. So go take the picture, put it there. You can have a free visit, and who knows what else, something extra throw in. Yeah. But go and do that. And then also give me, please, John, the handles for Instagram, because we want you to follow these pages to be the first to know. The first to know. What is it?
Foot and Ankle International.
Foot and Ankle International. Instagram and Facebook. Foot and Ankle International. Instagram and Facebook. And listen, now let's talk, Dr. Johnson. A lot of people are watching from a lot of places, and thank you all for tagging other people in there. Everybody needs to know about it. Thank you. Let's talk about where you already have several locations, even right here, because the Bahamas, we know, is a high morbidly obese nation. As a result, you mentioned about in the Americas, I think we're number one in cases of diabetes and all those other things, and you can imagine the trouble that comes with that. And per capita, yeah, we're not. It's not the best statistics you're proud of. And so let us talk about where you're located, where people can have access right now to you.
Right now, we're at Fort Charlotte. That's our headquarters. We're opening Carmichael in 1 week. We're in Marsh Harbor, Abercrombie. We are in Eleuthera. We're opening Freeport at the end of this month, and then we'll go to Exuma. At the end of this summer, we're opening a flagship store in London, England, which is where I train with a bunch of my colleagues. It's going to be really interesting for you all in the Bahamas, because you will hear so much about the other things that we're going to do. And I got this thing about our program called Bring It Back Home. So we'll be going to London at the end of the summer to open a flagship store there, and then bring it back. And then we got to get this out to people. This is the trick of modern medicine now. You really have to take it to the people. So the model that you will see unveiled this summer is something that is nurse-driven, is easy to use, professionally done. We can put in multiple settings, and you will probably see one in an island near you, even the Bahamians living in the United States will have the opportunity to invest in the American branch of this company and perhaps do a branch of their own once we show them exactly how to do it.
Nice.
That's where we're going. And then you haven't seen
So this
anything
is
yet.
empowering people as well.
The country with the largest increased incidence of diabetes now is guess who? China.
China.
Yeah.
How come?
The incidence of diabetes jumps dramatically when you were poor and became middle class or wealthy.
Yeah, because you're eating the rich man's diet. Yeah, see y'all. You see where it just comes back to what we are eating, because now you're eating the rich man's
They've
diet.
been ravaged. The Middle East, Saudi Arabia, and Qatar, and South Africa, Malaysia, all these places have investigated what we are doing here in the Bahamas, and we are going to partner all around the English-speaking Commonwealth first, and then to the wider world to see if we can take this brand that we've created here, and we have some unique pieces of our brand with some things that you can only find in the Bahamas, that we're going to take to the world.
This is really awesome. And so once again, the mini clinics, you heard a number of them are opening. In fact, Carmichael,
Eleuthera, Abaco, that'll be this week coming, this month, they'll all be open. Grand Bahama will open at the end of June, and Exuma.
yes, and
That's
you know,
5 clinics, 5 mini clinics,
yes.
all around the islands of the Bahamas. And we have nurses even all the way down in Mayaguana and in Nagua who see patients for us there, and we manage them remotely from here.
Yes.
Hi, Naren.
Cooper TC asks the question. By the way, I hope you guys can hear me very well. Cooper TC asks the question, what do you think about using tab therapy, Dr. Johnson?
A lot of people use all sorts of things. If it's working for you and it is safe, proceed, but it has to have results. So what we do in our mini clinic setting, the diabetic foot is a medical emergency. It is not something that can be played with or toyed with over time. It's got to happen, and it needs to happen that day. The rotation we use in public health, everything's got to be rolling in 1 week, and you want to see results. So if you're not seeing results with that therapy or whatever you're doing, then if you're not seeing results with that or whatever you're doing, I would proceed to something else. So if what you're doing is showing results, then that's great. If it's not showing results, move on.
Very good. Listen, Mary Ann Hart, I want you to explain that question. I don't quite understand. If somebody here understands it, but she's asking, let me know. She said, what do you think about Ferris swallow? I'm not sure if I'm reading that correctly.
Ferris swallow.
I am not sure if I'm reading it correctly. Please, okay, we will try and project some more so that you all can hear it. Thank you very much, Marilyn. Thank you. That's my doctor. That's Dahlia Nelson. That's my doctor. Go, Dr. J. Keishan Fowler says, perfect, awesome. A number of people are just very happy to hear of all that you're doing. Now, once again, Dr. Johnson, what is it that people can look out for? You have family members. You in a community. You on the job. You see people, you notice some stuff going on. What can people start becoming aware of where they can say, listen, you got to go see Dr. Danny Johnson?
I think simple things you need to know if you're diabetic. 1, change in circulation. You'll tell. You're going to have swelling in your feet. You're going to see redness. You might see a little change in the skin tone or texture. 1, what you can see. Okay? 2, what you can feel. So feel your feet. See what's going on. See if it feels different. See if you stand up and you cannot feel if it's hot or cold on the tile. See if when you wear your shoes, you're walking in sandals and the sandals slip off all the time. That means you're losing sensation. That's all it is. And 3, infection. The simplest thing, the biggest amputation in the world, this is what vexing me, if you get to think about why we vex, is the big toe. People lose their foot because of a lesion on the big toe. And very few people understand the dynamics of what we call the first ray. It controls the whole biomechanics of the foot. You got to try to save the great toe. People lose it because a little ingrown toenail, a little ulcer on the tip, a little scratch to the top. There is no need for that. Get in, get it treated right away. You will be fine. If you have a deformity, fix it. Gone are the days when we say, oh, you can't operate on a diabetic foot. That's what we do all day, every day. We fix feet.
Dr.
That's it.
Johnson.
Fix it.
Fix it. We fix feet. I love that. Yeah, I love that tagline. And I want to tell you what Mary Ann wanted to know. And by the way, you had me a little nervous because sometimes in my flip flops, like Dr. Johnson, see, y'all, I don't like y'all doctors. Y'all always trying to come up with something. Sometimes my flip flop is just having me tripping. Dr. Johnson.
That's the difference.
Okay, that's all I'm trying to say.
We can check you.
Mary Ann Hart says, what about swollen feet? She's concerned about swollen feet.
Yeah. Swelling in the feet is a change in your circulation. It's a lifestyle part too. Sitting down all the time, wearing stockings all the time, tight shoes, a sedentary lifestyle, being overweight, high blood pressure, kidney function, could be a number of things. But get it checked out. Don't leave it alone. Why? 90% of it is normally just easy to fix. It's venous insufficiency, your blood supply is not getting back. And the fix is a simple compression sock. The fix is a simple change in your diet. The fix is a simple change in your activity. But get it done early, because later on, it could be a bigger fix.
Wow. Here is, Cortina wants to know, do you have a clinic in Florida?
Yes, we do. We have a clinic in Florida, in Fort Lauderdale. We'll get you all the addresses. If you look up a guy, Dr. J. Rhodes, Jayrhodes, that's my colleague in Florida. Another very famous colleague we have is Dr. Stan Kalish, StanKalish. Right? He is the #1 bunion surgeon in the world, not in America, in the world. He wrote the book on the bunionectomy. Stan Kalish, you'll love it. So we're building a network all over the world. Wherever you are, you'll be able to see someone. But in the near future, wherever you are, you'll be able to go to a FootCarRx mini clinic and get all this stuff done. Easy access, availability, ready price, and limp in and pimp out.
You know pimps, you know what I'm saying? That walk. But listen, here's Lock Your Heart says, what can be done therapeutically for corn on the feet? People want to have beautiful feet as well,
So, and that's a fabulous question. A lot of people have corns. I'm a foot guy. I don't like funny looking feet. I'll tell you that. So I can show my wife is perfect, top to bottom. So corns are caused by the shape of the toe. Corn is a result of a hammer toe. Not tight shoes, none of that stuff. People always tell me, why these tight shoes? I don't know any shoes. Why? I get patients 350 pounds, wearing a 4-inch Gucci heel, and they ain't got one corn on the toe. So if it was the shoe or your weight, they supposed to have corn on every toe.
Yeah.
Not so. I have patients 95 pounds, wearing a regular pair of clocks, corn on every toe. It ain't the shoe. It ain't your weight and size. It is the shape of the toe. Mm-hmm. So in medicine, you fix the cause. So when we are bold enough to go globally and we can tell people we fix feet, we ain't fixing the symptom. We ain't playing with the little complication. We go straight to the cause. So the cause of a corn is a hammer toe. The toe is always not straight. The toe is bent like that. And so you're going to get the corn on top of the bone. The fix is we straighten the toe. And your corn is gone for life.
Well, can you repair toenails that have just developed their own mindset,
yes,
and figure they can just grow different?
Absolutely. So
fungi. I had a broken toe.
Yeah.
And after it healed, the other toenail did something.
Yeah. So you have this thing with trauma, and we're afraid of viruses now because that's the topical thing. But the most prevalent germ on the planet are fungi, right? And they're everywhere, especially in the tropics. So when you damage a toe, the nail tends to pop up, and what gets under it is normally a fungus. Two things we do with our protocol. We find out which fungus is in your nail. We kill that fungus. The laser treat the nail bed and remove the old stuff and let the new stuff grow in. 100% results if you follow that protocol. 100% results. And there are people walking around with some very scary toenails full of fungus, and fungi is a living germ that spreads. It's not going to stay on one toe. Like you said, start on one toe, it's going to go to the next one, the next one, and the next one. And as one of my nurses in public health knows, it goes to your hands too. So it's going to start it on your feet, and then you get on your hands.
Here's some other questions. Dahlia Nelson says, I was scared until I met him. I got my surgery done, and I'm on the way to recovery quite nicely. I will be going back to him shortly. I'm very, very happy I met him. Here is Jennifer Ingram wants to know, do you do house calls here in Nassau? Maybe somebody who can't get out.
Yes, we do. We got a big team. We got about 25 people on our team. You call in. If you are bedridden, we will send someone to you. They do the assessment, and if I need to go, you'll see me later that day or the next day. We do house calls.
Lorena Pratt wants to know, do you treat heel spurs?
Absolutely, yes. Heel spur is a part of a syndrome. It's called heel pain syndrome. And you got to once again figure out the cause of the spur. So stop taking these pain medication. It messes up your kidneys. I can say it again. Stop taking pain medication. It messes up your kidneys. You cannot take pain meds for 2-3 years. You will end up in kidney failure. It ain't worth it. Get your foot fixed. So heel spur has a cause. If we find out the cause, we stop the pain. Kadunk. We fix feet. We don't play with them.
No, we fix feet.
Fix it. But you got to deal with the cause.
Yeah. Here is Juliet McPhee. She says, how do you fix runner's toe? When I rush a jump canoe, man, I lost my toenail. So she's trying to say, when you run, I guess the impact of something and long distance running, you lose your toe.
Correct. Well,
Sorry, toenail.
Yeah.
It's
okay.
Yes.
So runner's toe is an interesting thing, and it's repeated trauma. There's also the toe is hitting the shoe at an abnormal angle. So that's another thing. You got to examine the toe. The toe is probably not straight. The toe is sticking up at the end, and so when it drives forward in the shoe, it hits the front of the toe box, and the nail comes off. Runners also get what we call hallux rigidus. The big joint gets early arthritis, and sometimes you have to correct it.
Guys, listen to me. I never knew foot care was so important. I won't lie to y'all. I figure, when you broke a toe or something like that, then that's when you go. Who knew? Let's just see. Melissa Miller says, wow, this doctor is great all around service that you offer. Victor Horsley says, Shenique, asked Dr. Johnson about the new, okay, I have to spell this out, EOS
Yeah.
procedure for hyperpronation.
Right. So that's my teacher from Chicago, Philadelphia. Hey Vic, how you doing? So the alignment of this thing that the human body rests on is so important. If that alignment is off, just like once again, these are the car tires of the Rolls Royce or the Ferrari. If your wheel alignment is off, you could be driving a Bentley. Your Bentley wobbling, and you look bad, and you're gonna mess up the whole car. So we know that now, where the ankle and the body hits the foot, the subtalar joint and the talus, I don't want to get too technical. Right in the middle there, that junction between your vertical axis, the part of you that is up in the air, and the part that hits the ground, that's got to be lined up. If that is misaligned, you see people with painful flat feet. You see everything collapsing in the middle.
Yeah.
Right? And they cannot walk properly, they can't run, they can't jump. They have all kind of problems. They are always going to be overweight. Always, the kids are going to be overweight. You show me overweight kids, I'll show you kids with flat feet.
So these things can be corrected.
I put money on. You show me kids who are overweight, I'll show you kids with flat feet. We now do a simple surgery that is an extra osseous, not in the bone. You put it in underneath the ankle in a slot by the talus to realign the foot. Everything in the body follows suit with that realignment, just like with a car. If you realign the tires, the rest of the chassis is going to run straight. If the tire is crooked, the car got to run crooked. And we're doing that in the Bahamas right now. Did some this week, last week. Great results. Dr. Horsley is a world-renowned specialist. He's a master surgeon in this. was teaching in the United States, moved here, and then say, man, he was hanging with me for a little while, and this is what we're doing on the weekends.
Super. Sounds good. Sounds good. Good company.
Good stuff.
I know, right? Cooper TC says he just needs to make an appointment to have his feet assessed.
Yeah.
Good idea. Cortina Major says, are you in Florida? Yes, they are. And by the way, I want your team to go back in the live feed and put some stuff there, because Harriet Bastian is asking, can you post the names of doctors in Florida? Thanks. And so they need to go in the live feed and put this information there. By the way, the Instagram and Facebook pages are Foot and Ankle International. Foot and Ankle International. But certainly go put some information here. Good day to everybody who's just coming in. Good day to each of you this afternoon on Sunday Sip and Chat. We're talking diabetic foot in particular, but the whole foot, the whole health of the feet, with foot specialist and well-known surgeon and podiatrist Dr. Daniel Johnson here in the Bahamas. He is, of course.
Everyone calls me Dan.
I call you Danny too. I don't know. I just, when you just see, the reason I say Dr. Daniel Johnson is because you know what I mean.
I don't even know who this is.
You saying Dr. Daniel Johnson?
But people say Daniel, I'm like, oh boy, in trouble. And then my mom said Daniel, I'm like, oh boy.
When your mother said Daniel,
that's something. Something coming then.
Right?
Then the words that follow is go get the belt.
Go get the switch. But I say Daniel because you know what I mean. You just want this major here, so you just want to be a little proper. Now when it finishes, be like, well, Danny, so you know.
Check it out.
I know, right? But no, he really is doing incredible things to help save feet, my lord, in the Bahamas and outside of the Bahamas, because so many people have lost toes, so many people have lost sensation and feeling. You heard him talk about and describe many people who have come to him with big holes in their feet, not being able to feel, have no sensation. The nerves are gone, and that can be restored.
Absolutely. We now have the fix for diabetic neuropathy. Don't worry about it. Check it out. We also have the fix for poor blood supply. We got Delton Farquharson doing great work here. We have Dr. Dwayne Sands back in the business. We have Alejandro Mezples of Doctors Hospital. We have colleagues of mine in New York. Joe Fox, he flies down. He's coming here in the summer to do some work. And I want to tell people, if you cannot afford it, this is the next thing about access. I don't want anyone that is a Bahamian to be denied service because of money. That's what spurred me to do this thing. I don't want you to not have care because you don't have. So it is not enough for us to say we are a progressive nation. And we talk about all the people who have, and the fellas in this place and the fellas in that who went to this school and who got this job. It is enough when we say about the people who don't have, or those who have too little, that we make sure they have access also to the same thing. Then I can leave you all alone. I promise. I can leave you when all these little people had access to this thing.
Yeah.
I leave you all alone.
And that's really, that's generous of you. Healthcare is, my God,
Expensive.
Healthcare. Healthcare is super expensive, and many people are so desperately in need of it, particularly with the issue that we're talking about. And so for you to go and break that down.
These people are left alone. These are the people I'm talking about, John. These are the forgotten.
The forgotten.
You see them walking around and get one bunch of bandage on their foot. You see them sitting in corners. You see them in clinics. You see go to the hospital. Everyone got this blue thing, this blue little bag on their foot, look like this little booty, and they're just sitting there in abject misery because they have no hope for them to get over this thing. And at least the Lord showed us, the light of the world is hope.
Yes, hope.
Yeah.
Hope. I did my Sunday inspiration on the word hope.
Hope.
And guys, there is hope. There's hope for that person out there because insurance is very expensive. Medical care is super expensive. And for you to have access to a treatment like this that is going to change that diabetic foot situation, that is going to address all of the issues that you're having that you're afraid of. You're so afraid. And let me tell you, that fear and anxiety, it is real. It is very real and it's scary. And so for you to now have just $50, y'all heard that? $50. There's no exaggeration or joke. 50, 50. $50. You all know you can't get nowhere with no kind of treatment or no kind of nothing. near that amount. $50.
And even the hair and nails and eye wrinkles.
Man, listen, you see these eye wrinkles? I don't like that. You just be quiet and leave me alone. Yeah, no, and just from specialist care, you know,
man.
specialty
Real
care
deal.
at the highest order. You see
Bring it.
Dr. Horsley here, and the other doctors who are here from around the world. These are the top men who vouch for this one around the world. And so you're getting specialty care from world-renowned doctors, including Dr. Johnson, who was $50. You heard me? $50. And so this is really, really super. Let me see if I could get Sean, Melissa, you see that? They just want them at eye winkers. Don't play with me. I here trying to look cute for this interview. Don't
You
play
do.
with me. Thanks. Don't play with me today. But my eye winkers. But listen, let me see if I could get to one or two. Oh, hi, Dr. Horsley is still there. Says, yes, absolutely, sir. This is really, really important. This is important in our country, Dr. Horsley. I don't know if you're aware, which I know you are. You all pay attention to what's happening with trends around the world. And
so, Shenique, if I might
yes,
add
go
to
ahead, sir.
your Honor, Shenique, there's also something in the modern era, post-COVID, that Horsley and I have been talking about, called the tipping point. You know, Malcolm Gladwell's book, The Tipping Point.
Yeah, he's talking about the tipping point right
This,
now.
this, this tipping point arrives when you're coming out of a crisis that has taken you off your game, and you have to really work hard to get back on it. But then in an instant you realize you got to be going somewhere there. You don't fall off your game and get back on to stay there. So for us in the Bahamas now, post this thing that has ravaged the world, well, health is the number one issue on the planet.
Yes.
We have something to add to the global discussion about health and wellness. I really think, like how we get this tourism model, if Yoban gets serious one day, let's put a major healthcare wellness facility
I agree.
on every island
I agree.
attached to housing and food
I agree.
and farming and fishing
People will be
and
healed like that
sports
because of
and this and
everything
that and the
you're
other.
talking
And it's
about.
a retreat
Yes.
for drug addicts and people with heart disease
Yes.
and cancers and HIV and chronic illness. This is somewhere where you come to clean, heal your body,
Yes.
get your life back, get
Yes.
your groove back, and you might meet God.
Yes.
That's what we should be doing.
Yeah.
Not grumbling about Atlantis and Bahamas. They ain't got nothing.
Listen to me.
Bunch of big rooms.
Okay.
You got to go there
Okay.
and stand up all night and day. What are we doing for these people? We should, when you visit the Bahamas, we should give you something that you cannot find anywhere else. Healing.
Yeah.
Stop
Guys,
playing around. Heal the people.
And healing, let me tell you something, you all. Healing.
You pay for that?
Yeah. Oh, you pay for that. But $50.
But we got it.
50. And Cooper, you heard me right. $50 for that treatment, that specialty treatment. Listen, guys, let me drop some numbers. I did not do that this entire hour plus. So here it is. 322-5402. 322-5402. Let me know if there are other numbers I need. Bring it here. Or you gave it to me already.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find some more
You're doing
numbers for
good.
you guys. Because I don't need you all to not to run out of numbers. You understand? And get this, you all. 5 locations. You all hear it's coming. Somebody asked about Grand Bahama. Grand Bahama is opening up next week. And that's June. Okay? So here are the 5 locations to serve you, to meet you, to get you healthy. Carmichael Road, Eleuthera, Abaco, Grand Bahama, Exuma, and we're here in Nassau.
Fort Charlotte.
Right now. Fort Charlotte right now.
Fort Charlotte.
By the way, here are the numbers again. 322-5402. 322-5402. If you're abroad, add 242. That's the area code. 242. Also, 698-2107. 698-2107. Now, get this, you guys, especially you guys who are abroad, WhatsApp this number. This is a cell number. 242, and of course in the Bahamas, you can do that as well. 242-427-5402. Again, 242-427-5402. Get in any of those numbers. Get your appointments in. WhatsApp, call, whatever it is you need to do to be able to get the answers, the questions that you need. Very affordable. I agree with you, Melissa. Very affordable. And for the small man, the forgotten, you see, the ones who say, man, you ain't got the money, but you all go over there and tell, and yeah, you all deal with that. No, but that's who he's addressing. That's who he is reaching, so that
We want
they
to do them first. And I'd like to actually put that group of people first for a change. This is my real mission in life. Let them go first. And if you take care of the bottom, the least among us, everything else will change. That's the tipping point we want to create. We want to create a feeling in our own country, in our own land, that if something happens to you, that you know where to go, what to do, and you could find help.
And Cooper, you heard what he just said. That's true right there. And I'll tell you this. You talk about, and you and Dr. Horsley talk about the tipping point. Yeah. We still trying to kind of make our way out of COVID. We know that worldwide. And in the Bahamas, it's been hit hard because of our one-trick pony industry, tourism, right? Yep. So a lot of people are still hurting and trying to see. So the tipping point, I imagine, is okay. Like, whew, thank God. What now? Where? How? How does going to happen? And so it's important. And so Cooper, you're right. This is great because poor persons, meaning less fortunate. You know the word poor is so severe, but people who just truly working class, who right now
work every day.
Listen, you all hear about that? That's people who gone and got the separation packages, and the bank say, "Excuse me, scourge, we taking what we owe first." That right there, that's a tipping point. That's a tipping point when you figure, okay, I've been separated, and that's okay. It's real. It's real. And now you go to the bank to get your money, and the bank says, "Excuse me, we take what we owe." Yeah. See the $10 there. Yeah. You know, and so this is, and so Cooper, you're right about people just need the help. People need it, and I applaud again Dr. Johnson for doing this. Renee Cooper says, "Thank you, Dr. J, for all of the information." Florina said, "You need to come to Andros."
We can get there. So the beauty of our system, once we have these clinics going, the people who work in these clinics become expert in our system, and they can go to other islands. I'm going to attempt to duplicate and triplicate what we do in other teams. So the thing is, this ain't no Danny Johnson show. I'm going to show everybody what it is, set protocol we do, and we're actually going to teach them how to do it for free. The only thing that they will have to do is get the resources to make sure they do it right. And our job will be to monitor the quality of the outcome as an institute. That's what institutes do. You ain't working for me. You're working for yourself.
That's why I said empowerment. You're doing something that is amazing here. Yeah. Empowerment.
And those people who do this well enough, they may end up working in one of these clinics somewhere else in the world. Take a turn to Finland and learn another language, or go to Amsterdam, or go to South Africa.
Because I tell you what this is, John. We got to talk. I know someone was asking about Karen Cox. Karen, you want someone to reach out to you about your husband. So Karen, here's the cell number, okay? 427-5402. 427-5402. Okay, I hope you are still on to hear that. She wants.
That's wonderful, because a lot of men are in denial. And they don't want to come to the doctor, and their wife sees the decline, and it's nice to listen to your wife, man. It took me a long time to learn that.
You be a wise man and husband to do that.
You want to listen to your wife.
Listen to your wife.
The best interest is at heart, and check it out. Sometimes it's not anything going on, and sometimes it might be. But if she has an idea that you should get it checked out, check it out. No harm, no foul.
Yes, hello to you, Jenna Pratt. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Renee Turner. Thank you very much. Happy you enjoying it. Karen wants to know when exactly is Dr. Michael Clinic opening?
This Thursday. That's our soft launch. And Thursday, Friday, Saturday of this week coming. Next week, you'll hear something big on the 10th of June. You ask the questions, I might as well give it to you. And it is...
One second.
Wait for the Sunday group past them.
Sunday, so right?
This is the magic of the first iteration of Footgear RX in Nassau. It'll be in a large, beautiful mega pharmacy on Carmichael Road. We're partnering with the Charltons, Dave and Laura Pratt Charlton, and it'll be in the front foyer of the Prescription Parlor Pharmacy. We'll walk in, take a right, and the mini clinic will be right there. Right there, the nurse will be there, the assistant will be there. All the technology we have available in the world is right there at your fingertips in a neighborhood near you. So as of this week, bam, it's available.
That's good too. taking healthcare, affordable, proven to be very effective in healthcare to the people. That's really good. Patrice Marshall says, Dr. Johnson, God bless you. Jesus did the same. He focused and healed the poor and needy people. And so she's commending you,
Thank you
for
very much,
what you're doing. Dr. Johnson, I'd like, sir, I'm going to give these numbers again, and then I'd like for you to just wrap up. You all see those pictures Cara is showing again. Guys, there's hope now. There's hope, and it can be addressed, those issues. And many people are aware of those issues that many of us just look at. And so Karen Cox says, thank you for your help. Once again, 5 locations. You all heard the Carmichael office is opening very, very shortly, very accessible. Their offices in Eleuthera, Abaco, Grand Bahama, Exuma, and right now they're at Fort Charlotte. Yes, Fort Charlotte. And so here are the numbers, okay? Get the cell number first. I'm sure there's a WhatsApp there. 242-427-5402. 242-427-5402. Office numbers 322-5402. 322-5402 and 698-2107. 698-2107. Dr. Johnson, I'll give you an opportunity for final comment.
Once again, thank you for allowing us to sit with you with your sip and chat. I really enjoyed the conversation, the dialogue, the interaction. I feel your understanding and excitement of the possibility of healing in this setting. I got to thank John Darwin, the great Reverend Doctor. For y'all out there who don't know, John was one of my students, and I had him billed to be a podiatric surgeon, but he went to a higher calling and is now a ordained minister of the gospel. So I have to forgive him for that. I want to thank my team at Foot and Ankle, Dr. Horsley, Dr. Lopez, Dr. Mitchell, Dr. Pinder, all of my crew, Felicia, Edie, Tiffany, Solida, Italia, Cora, Fever, Luke, Molly, hope I ain't leaving no one out, LaDonia, LaShawn, Whitney, my crew at Public Health, Nurse Daxon, Nurse Margaret Daxon, who is just the most brilliant public health practitioner in the Bahamas. And then thank my parents who really got this thing in my head, and I never forgot it, that there's something that we as Bahamians can contribute to the world. And I keep looking for this thing, and it dawned on me that this, for me, this is what I could give back to our people and perhaps do something for the wider world. We have cracked the puzzle of the diabetic foot. We cracked the code, ain't no doubt about it. And I think we have it in a system that has legs, no pun intended. My first patient was my mother. I'm trying to honor, I think, a promise to her and the blessing she bestowed on me. I'm hoping that we get to do that. And then, as you said earlier, Shenique, what the last lady said, our real mission in life, it could be so easy for everybody, but we have to go and get the least among us and lift them up and heal them. And healing is a funny thing. It isn't just that you are hurt you hurt your wrist. People that means they're hurting. Someone, they fell down, they fell off the wagon. They might have been hurt emotionally. They might have been hurt financially. They might have been hurt psychologically. You might have gone through a terrible divorce, a death in the family, a bankruptcy. There's so many ways that people hurt. But we know in medicine it shows up physically. The manifestation of hurt is a physical manifestation. And so the healing could also begin with the touch. Just a touch of his hand, and people say, look here. And that's what Christ began to do for us who say we are his followers. He touched that people would be healed. And touching people is just reaching out and saying, hi, how can I help? So the real thing behind this, I hope, is us saying to you all today, hi, and how can I help you? Thank you.
Guys, listen, you know what, I thank you. I mean, I've worked with you as a reporter to a public official. In your other life. And we always got along well, and it was awesome. But this right here, I think, is your greatest work. this is the most impactful. Yeah, you did great then, and you mentioned a little bit about in sports what you wanted to do and your vision there. But this is your greatest work because people need this. You are really touching the least of these, you know, and doing exactly as we are all commanded to do. And this is fantastic. And so, of course, we look forward to that launch later in June, July, for that $50 Foot RX, guys. Yeah, that's right, $50. And so, once again, here's the number, 827-9908, 827-9908. Call, make an appointment, get checked out, particularly if you are already having some issues, if you, any one of those symptoms, you know, he had me talking about if you're flip-flop flying off or something. But if you know what I mean, you're losing sensation in your leg, in your feet, and all that stuff. Those things are important. Pay attention to it. The same way we have our annual physicals, we obviously must be checking on our feet as well, because those are the tires that take us where we need to go. You know, and so I thank all of you so much. I thank everybody. I thank everybody who's watching. Christelle, God bless you, Dr. Johnson, and the entire Faj team. Absolutely. And thank everybody for watching. Melissa, Dahlia, Alisa, Happy Feet, Keyshawn, Cooper, everybody. Your names I forgot. Turks and Caicos, Florida. The other places that I forgot is not coming to mind at the moment. Andros, all of you all. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you all are sipping and going to relax further. Share this information. I know you're trying to tell me something. Don't forget, the Foot RX is opened and will be opening in Carmichael Road next Thursday. Don't forget, next Thursday, the Foot RX Center, Carmichael Road. Very easy at Prescription Parlor Pharmacy. So you go right there. Yeah. You go just right on Bear Off, right there, right in the building. It's inside, so super. Right hand corner. So Carmichael don't got to be like, Lord, the traffic. You know, if you're in the south or something, the traffic, and this and that, it's right there. It's right almost next door. And so certainly go and let's get healthy, let's be healthy, let's remain healthy, let's do the other things all together with all of this so that we can continue to live great, wonderful lives and take advantage of wonderful opportunities that will be presented to us. Everybody, thank you all so much. I am out of this water. I think it's just a little bit left. You all see the sun. Praise the Lord. A little bit left. Cheers. Cheers, Dr. Johnson. Let me tell you, I applaud you and looking forward to hearing more. Absolutely. Everybody have a great afternoon. God bless. See you all tomorrow on The Conversation.
I need a little conversation.